안녕하세요. I'm Christy. Hey guys. Today I'm going to be doing another review for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing the K-drama Mischievous. Before I get into the review, I just wanted to say, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I give you a big drama tier welcome. If you would like to subscribe and be a part of this drama tier family, all you have to do is click the subscribe button down below and be sure you click on the little bell so that you can always be notified about my new videos. I do a lot of different things on this channel. I do K-drama reviews, I do reactions, I do countdowns, I do unboxings, I do DIYs, and now I do fanfictions too. So if you don't want to miss a thing, be sure you click on the subscription box, the subscription button. This drama I saw because of Kim Hyung-jung. I saw him in Boys Over Flowers, and I freaking loved him. He was my favorite character. See, I've seen Hana Yuri Dango, which is a Japanese equivalent to Boys Over Flowers, and I loved Rui. Rui was my favorite character. Rui is basically the equivalent to Jihu, who is Hyung-jung's character in Boys Over Flowers, and I absolutely loved him. He was my favorite character. So I decided to watch Playful Kiss. So I'm going to get right into this story. So there's this girl, Ohani, who is very clumsy. She's a terrible student. She's kind of dumb when it comes to book smart, but she's got a very big heart. And she's very sweet, and she's very kind, and she's very giving. But she's got this really huge crush on this very popular guy who is also the smartest kid in class, Paek Sung-jo, who is true to his stereotype. It tends to be that people, at least portrayed via film, it tends to be the people who are very smart find those who are not as smart very dull and so are very rude to them. And he is exactly that. So she has a huge crush on him and she writes him a letter, stating that she likes him and that if he could just answer her back. And instead of answering her back, what he does is he corrects her letter and gives her a grade on it. She failed. He basically tells her that he can't stand stupid girls, and so he kind of rejects her really badly. Honey lives with her dad, and her friends are over one day, and they're all having a great old time. And then an earthquake happens, and it destroys the house. It just so happens that her dad's best friend from childhood, actually, Paek Soo-chung, comes over and, says, while your house is being rebuilt, why don't you come and live with us? They go and they live with him. Now, it just so happens that his family is Paek Sung-jo's family. So she is in essence living in his house. She knows that she's got feelings for him, but she's very, very hurt and very angry at the way that he treated her letter. And so she's kind of resolved herself to just not paying attention to him, But he makes it very difficult. He kind of finds her to be a very big nuisance. He doesn't really like her. She vexes him. Sung-jo's mom, who is a matchmaker, she is a great person. Sung-jo's mom decides that she wants Honey as her daughter-in-law. So she has been trying to push Honey onto Sung-jo for the longest time. Since Honey knows that he doesn't like stupid girls, she decides that she's going to ask him for help in tutoring her to be in the top 50 ranked in her class. While he's tutoring her to be part of the top 50 ranked in the class, Honey's feelings just grow exponentially for him. His feelings start developing for her too, although he doesn't know it at first. And he doesn't quite understand what he's feeling at first. Now, Honey has a friend, Bong Jung-gu, who is madly in love with her. He's been madly in love with her for years. He's made his feelings to her very clear, and she's also told him that, she doesn't have feelings for him, but he doesn't care. He is under the impression that, if he keeps at it, they're going to end up together. Even though he's got feelings for her, Sung-jo doesn't really know what to do with his feelings. He's not sure about them at all. He is a very logical person, and he is very meticulous, and so he doesn't understand what these feelings are, and so he treats her very badly. And because he treats her very badly and he doesn't show the extent of his feelings for her, she gets very discouraged. So finally, at the beginning of their senior years, or in the front of the senior class, she kind of tells him that she's done. He kind of panics a little bit. He doesn't want her to not like him. He's kind of banking on it. He's so sure about her feelings for him that he doesn't care that other guys find her attractive and that other guys flirt with her, because he knows that she's only going to have eyes for him. When she kind of says that she's going to forget about him because he keeps treating her badly, he kind of plays with her. He kisses her to kind of keep her enticed and to keep her thinking that he might eventually have feelings for her. And so he kind of keeps her. He strings her along. There's this long while where he kind of goes off on his own. Honey kind of goes out looking for him, and I think she finds him, and she's sitting on a bench, and she's falling asleep, and he kisses her. It's kind of it's kind of like he knows that he's got feelings for her, but he's very unsure about them. And even now, when it's been like a few months, he's still very unsure about them. You know, he doesn't tell her anything. When they go to the university, he's kind of noticing he's got these feelings for her that he can't make go away. And they're at the university. You basically find the female equivalent of Seungjo and Yoon Hera. She falls in love with Seungjo because they are the same. They are exactly the same. She kind of knows that due to her inferiority, Hani is not really a match for her. What she doesn't understand though is the fact that Seungjo actually has genuine feelings because of this connection that Hera has with Seungjo. Hani just becomes desperate and is just like, I'm done with this. She's kind of given up on him. Jungkook kind of takes advantage of this, and he takes his feelings for her to the whole new level. And he proposes to her. Seungjo kind of finds out about it. Even though she rejects him, she doesn't tell Seungjo so. She is very surprised to see him kind of waiting for her. And she's upset. She's distraught because she's broken her friend's heart. She's distraught because this guy that she's in love with is going to marry somebody else. She's so heartbroken and she's so depressed. And it's kind of like you've seen it coming from, like, you see the change in her. She used to be so sweet and so happy and so, you know, laughing and happy-go-lucky and such an energetic kind of person. And at this point in time in the drama, she's very sad and she's just not in the mood for it. And so when he's kind of, you know, teasing her about the fact that she got proposed to by her friend, she's just not having it. And she just tells him, like, you know what, just go away, you know, I'm just gonna tell him yes, because I'm so done waiting for you. He kind of panics. Like I said, he's been kind of banking on her feelings for him, that she's going to wait for him no matter how long it takes for him to come to terms with his feelings. And so when she says that, when she tells him that she's going to tell him yes, he kind of panics and he kisses her. And basically, everything comes out. Like, he confesses his feelings for her and everything comes out. I saw Boys Over Flowers and I love Lee Min-ho, but I cannot stand Go Jun-pyo. I can't stand bullying. I hate it. And so I have this problem with Go Jun-pyo. I cannot stand him. And I can't stand him when he's, you know, when he's on good terms with her and he's still acting like a jerk. Granted, it's more of a joke than it is an actual, like, being a jerk to her. But I don't like it. Which is why I really liked Ji-hoo. I really love his character because he's so sweet and he's so sentimental. And he understands her and he's not mean to her. This drama, Playful Kiss, I can't stand him at first. I kind of grow more understanding, or I like him better when he treats her better. But, like, my God, like, the suffering that this poor girl goes through because of him, I'm just like, dude, seriously, like, I would have said yes to my friend. Because he's nice to her, you know? Later on, when he kind of becomes more mellow, once he comes to terms with his feelings and how he feels about her, and once he just kind of decides to just throw caution to the wind and just like her and just love her and it's fine, he grows more tolerable for me. And I do really like that they end up together, but it's just, my God, those first few episodes, it's just like, girl, find somebody else, girl, just find somebody else. And oh my God, there's this girl named Chris who is so cute, she is so adorable, she is so mean. And if you ever watch the drama, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I am Chris. There's this girl who is a half British, half Korean girl. And she goes to South Korea, to kind of explore the culture that is denied her in Britain, right? Along the way, she goes into this restaurant and she falls completely in love with Jungkook. I freaking love it. And it's so great because at one point, he gives her a bowl of noodles. And she's already let him know that she's in love with him. He gives her a bowl of noodles and she's like, can I have a fork? And he's like, no, you don't need Korean noodles with forks. We eat Korean noodles with chopsticks. And he kind of starts teaching her how to use chopsticks. It is the greatest thing in the world. I love it. So that's it for this review, guys. It's great. I really, really recommend it. If you liked Boys Over Flowers, you'll like this drama. It's very similar. And I will see you guys with another drama. Bye!